I've reviewed a few other cases from ESR for the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and they have been great. This one is no exception. This is the ESR Tough Magnetic Case. Great value, to be honest. It is a spoiler, but I don't think this one is too much of a big deal. Like, if you are interested in this case, I think you would be very grateful to know that this case is worth it. It's going to provide you with so much protection. It's a pretty premium case for the price, and it's just got so much going for it. It protects your iPhone 17 Pro Max up to 20 feet of drop protection. It has ESR's camera stash stand, a super strong MagSafe magnet, and yeah, it is going to be a little bit more on the bulky side, but it doesn't feel too bad if I'm being too honest. But taking a look at the case, as you can see, it feels very premium. But something that immediately caught my eye was the little foam on the inside. If you press on it and then lift off your finger, you could see that the material sort of regains its shape. I've never seen this sort of foam on a case before. So I guess this is part of the reason why that it comes with such great drop protection. There's also like a bunch of air pockets on the bumper. So this thing is the real deal. On the sides, you got your buttons. The grip looks very nice. The textured part is a harder plastic, but the buttons itself is a more softer rubber. Camera button is covered, but so far with any of the cases that I've tried out from ESR, that's been no problem. It's just as responsive. And this is the main concern with everyone that has an iPhone 17 Pro Max, is if the case covers the majority of the plateau, and this one does, as you can see here. You've got a little design for where the MagSafe is. It looks pretty nice. Maybe it's just for easier alignment, maybe it's for the design, I'm not really too sure. No complaints there though. The bottom is very interesting. So you've got a cover for your charging port, but then you also have screens, little screens that protect your speaker and your microphone from dust, I guess. I guess this is like finer than the ones that come on the iPhone, which is very interesting. I'm not sure if this affects the speaker quality, but I guess that is something that is worth checking out. On the four corners, you have softer rubber that'll act as drop protection. It's gonna absorb the shock whenever you drop your phone, and they do protrude a little bit, but it's not too bad. Like in regular day-to-day use, you're not really gonna notice it at all, but it's gonna make a huge difference. It's a night and day difference whenever you do drop your phone. It is a two-part case, but with these two-part cases, I feel like you could just apply them just like any regular case, so you're fine there. But just so you know that this is a two-part case. Usually with cases that are two parts, they're more protective just because there are two different layers of materials. But putting the case on the phone, light work, pretty simple. You just snap it into place just like any other case, and you're solid. For the lip, you're gonna see that protection go above my tempered glass screen protector, so you're gonna be safe for your face down sort of slams onto the table. Buttons are really responsive. They're sealed. I know with other cases that they're not completely sealed. Like there's an opening for dust and stuff to get through, but this one is not. Don't get me wrong, this isn't a water resistant case. And then once again, the action button is covered. You're gonna have plenty of protection on the camera plateau. It is raised above the cameras, like way above. And then the exposed parts are no longer exposed, so that's good. You just have your camera, your flash, and your other stuff that you need. Yeah, this is probably one of the most protected plateaus that I've seen on a case so far. If you are someone who likes your plateau to be covered, this is a very good option, especially for the price. Action button, as you can see, works properly. You're still able to click it. You're still able to use the features, half tap it, all of that good stuff. So you're covered there. Last but not least, you got the camera guard. Not only does it act as a extra protection, but it also makes your camera area a stand. So you're able to watch your YouTube videos or your anime or whatever very conveniently without adding pretty much any bulk to the case at all. I'm pretty sure you've seen this before, but this is a nice feature to have with any case, to be honest. Let's go ahead and see what the black one looks like. The black is going to be so much more deeper, darker. This is honestly my favorite. I really wish that they've released a black iPhone 17 Pro Max, but that's fine. As you can see, this is probably the next best thing. It looks so good. But I just wanted to show you guys what the black one looks like, just in case you were wondering. Everything else is the same with these two cases, it's just the colors. Last but not least, we gotta check out the MagSafe capability. And I am not gonna keep you guys waiting any longer. This is probably the strongest magnet on a case that I've tried out so far. My MagSafe wallet was not going anywhere. It is probably the most stable it's ever been. It's the most difficult it's ever been to take off of the case. It's a different story with the MagSafe power bank. The power bank is a little bit more wobbly. It's still not going anywhere, but very, very solid nonetheless. So yeah, they weren't joking with this magnet on the case. It's super strong. And honestly, I feel like this case is a very well-rounded case for the value. You get amazing drop protection. It looks pretty good. The camera guards are covered. Everything works as it should. The buttons are responsive. The camera button works and it's covered. Plus the MagSafe is super strong. So this is a really good value for the money. If you are interested, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to help support the channel. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.